Hello guys. We are back again with yet another Christmas pattern. Today we're going to do a mistletoe. This is the characteristic mistletoe. Like for us in Romania, our mistletoe does not look like this at all. If I knew how to edit, I would show you how ours looks, but I don't know how to edit, so you just have to imagine ours doesn't look like this. But today we're going to make this one because this is the one that you see in movies and stuff, and yeah, so this is the one you see being how you say, commercialized, like in movies. My clasp just wished away as I was talking. It's okay, I will just take it off and put another one. Yes, editing skills 0. It's okay. The clasp we can take down. Just imagine that didn't happen and there was no clasp here, and like cut and redo. Okay, so this is what we're going to do today. I'm gonna go forward fast so you ignore my mistake. I've used Miyuki Delica beads. You can use any beads you want, it would look amazing. Delica are a little bit on the expensive side, so you can go with Toho 50. No, they're slightly smaller, but they're very cute, and they will go just as well. Because they're small, the space between the beads will not be visible, so that's okay. You can also use Toho 11 or seed beads like Preciosa Ornella. Preciosa Ornella are a little bit roundish, so they might not look exactly the same, but if you really want to have the fewer gaps in between the beads, go with Toho 15, also the tiny ones. Okay, to show you my amazing drawing. It's not amazing, and I have it already on my computer, so I'm gonna follow it from there. This is the pattern if you want to print screen and make from here. Here on the top I made a bit different. I made like this, so this is how it looks. And on the top I made, after the 3 I made 2 and 1, and then I made the loop. I didn't make directly the loop, so that's the only difference from what I made and the drawing. And yeah, the veins, it's easy to see, like here it's easy to see light, but I made them darker because it's more realistic. Okay, I hardened my mistletoe. I've used this super good because see, hard. It hardens, it gives it shine, so I don't suggest using it on matte color beads. Also it protects the beads, because you know in time beads lose color, especially the golden or the silver ones, and this protects it. So if you have for earrings, for example, just do both sides, put Mod Podge both sides. Also when you put, use this, you know, like chuk, you know, and put it on a flat surface. Make sure you stomp it so every bead is nicely in its place, and then with this you do like this with Mod Podge, and you let it dry. Leave it to dry for like 24-48 hours. It will need a little bit more to dry. Like it, in theory, it dries after 24 hours, but it's still a little bit sticky, so go for 48 hours, and just to be sure. Okay, I'm rambling a lot. I'm excited because I made a community post and somebody answered very nicely, and I'm excited about that. Okay, sorry again. Materials, needle. We're not gonna go up and down, so you can use an 11 size needle. You don't need a 12. For the thread, I've used this one. It's very shiny green, but why I've used this one? You can use any color you want, but I feel that it looks, even if you don't see a lot of thread in here, it looks a little bit more festive if you see the green here, you know, like in these sides here, I mean. See, it looks more different. You can use any thread you want. This is Eslon D. It's not very expensive thread. I have multiple colors of this. For the colors, for the berries, I've used 2 colors of red. You can use just one, perfectly fine. The same for the leaves. You can use just green, so you can go just with green and red. I went with 4 colors just to be, you know, a little bit more fancy. So I'm gonna show you the colors I've used. For the dark red, I've used this one. This is very, very pretty color. This is from BB. I've used for the other red, so this was for the darker red, for the tiny ones here. See here, here is darker red. For the other red, for the rest of the red, I've used this one. This is the code, again from BB. For the leaf green, I've used this. This is from Romanian site. Yeah. But this is the code, so you need the code only, you don't need the Romanian side. And for the veins, I've used this. I really like this dark green color. It's very, very pretty. The amount of thread. I always put, I think, 1.5 meters. So I always put 1.5 meters and I YOLO it. If sometimes remains, sometimes not, so I don't know exactly the amount. Anyway, you can add more thread in the end if it's too much. Don't put super much, but if it's too little, I mean, you can add in time, so that's okay. How we're going to do this, I will explain. So we're going to hold this like this. This is how I have my pattern on the screen. We're going to start by doing from this row here, which is the longest row before this. So we're going to go like this. We're going to do this ladder stitch. I'm gonna do my best to show you, but you know, in ladder stitch I have to hold and at the same time to work, so it's gonna be tricky, but I do my best, I promise. So we're going to go with this row, and then we're going to do few rows, tuk 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 tuk, then we're gonna do this, and from here we're going to do the loop, come down and do this part here. So we're gonna come down here and do this one, this row, this row here, then we're gonna jump, do these two, and then we're gonna come down. Super easy, super cute, super fast, everything good. Okay, so again, my editing skills are amazing, therefore we're just going to go in one go with everything. I know how to edit a little bit, but just a little bit. Let me just put my notebook aside. If you have any questions about anything, please leave comment. I will answer as best as I can. Okay, so we're going to start the ladder stitch. And so you have your thread, your needle threaded, yes. And we're going to start by picking 2 green. I'm gonna zoom in a bit so you see what I do, like so. So we're going to pick up 2 of these leaf green. I call I'm gonna say this leaf green and this dark green. Okay, so or light green or dark green, light red and dark red. So pick up 2 light green, pull them to the bottom of to the end of your thread. So here is my tail, yes. Pull them to your tail and go through this one here. This is tail, so we go through this one, and we're going to pull the thread until they are like this, like so. And then I'm just gonna go through this one, and I'm gonna make a knot here. I'm holding on to it, and I'm trying my best to show you all, but you know, it's tricky. I make a knot like so, and I'm gonna hold it like this. Next up, I'm going to go with the needle through this without adding any bead. Now let me move my green a bit here because I work on this other side. You know, my preparation skills are amazing. Pick up another green, light green, and thread is coming from down. We go from the top like so, and I go with the needle through this here, through the one that I added the last. So this is how we're working. Next up, pick up one light red. So light red, thread is coming from up, I go from down like so, and I go down through the light red. Pick up another light red, thread is down, I go up like so. I go back with my needle through the last red added. Pick up a dark red, so dark red, thread is up, I go down, and I go down through this dark red, Opa. Now pick up a light red, thread is down, I go up and go through the light red, pick up a light red, and I go through this light red, and I go down through the last light red I added. Now pick up a light green, thread is go down, I go up, like so, and I go up through the green, pick up a light green, thread is up, I go from down. We have to have pretty decent tension here at the ladder, not too tight so it doesn't get too wavy, but pretty good tension. Now pick up a dark green, thread is down, I go up, and I go up through the dark green, pick up a light green, thread is up, I go down, and I go down through the light green, pick up a light green, thread is down, I go up, and go up through the light green, pick up a dark green, thread is up, I go down, and go down through the dark green, and pick up a light green, thread is down, I go up, and go through the light green. Now this is the last bead of the ladder stitch, so what I'm going to do to strengthen it, I'm going to go one more time through the dark green and up through the light green, just to strengthen it. So this is our first row, and you can see our tail is on the side that we're working, so we're going to work the tail in this next row. So now you turn your work, so we're holding it like this. Now the first row is going to be a little bit tricky, but I will do my best to make sure you see and understand everything. So just a second, my design went cuckoo. Okay, now pick up two light green, so 1 and 2, and we're going to go like under the thread between the first and the second bead, so under this thread here. This is how we were going to do brick stitch. We go under the threads, so we're going to go under the thread between the first and the second bead. We're going to pull very, very slowly, we're not gonna rush. There is sitting like this in place, and we're going to go up through this one like so. That was my fingers cracking. Next up, pick up one dark green, and we're going to go under the next thread like so, and pulling the thread, and we're going to go up through the dark green. Don't worry about the tail, just try to ignore it for now, just pulling everything into place. Pick up another dark green, and we're going to go under the next thread, and we're going to go up through the dark green. Next up, pick up a light green, and we're going to go under the next thread. Next up, pick up a dark green and go under the next one. Like so. Next up, pick up one light green and we go under the next one. Pick up a light green and go under the next one. Next up, pick up a light red, go under the next one, and now before you pull the thread, put this tail inside here. See, like this, just like this. We're going to pull the thread normally as we usually would, and you see I have the tail here. What I want to do, why I don't start with the tail from the beginning? If I put the tail from the beginning, the line that the tail will make, even if it's small, it's going to be visible on the whole work. So I want to try to do it at the end, so that this line here that it will create, it will be as small as possible, but at the same time to secure my work. So I'm just going to go through this red, making sure the tail is under the needle. So see, the tail is under the needle. And now when I pull, I'm going to pull the thread in there. Now pick up another light red. When I go with the needle under the thread, I'm making sure my tail is in there as well. So I'm going to pull my thread and I'm going to go through the red, making sure the tail is still under the needle, like so. If you have too big of a loop here, you can slowly pull, but only the first one or two beads, because afterwards it's going to be stuck. So we pulled a little bit now. Now pick up another light red, and again we're going to go under the thread, making sure the tail is still in there, like so. And now we go up through the red one, pick up a light red, and go under the next thread in between these two light red, and go up through the red. As you see, it makes a little bit of a barrier, but I don't want it to be on the whole work. Next up, pick up one light green and go under next one. My tail is still nicely secured in there. Pick up another light green under the next one. Pick up another light green and go under the next one. Like so. And we finished another row. Now we can cut the tail. Also helps that I'm using Mod Podge, because Mod Podge also glues everything together. So if you're a little bit worried about tails, if you're using Mod Podge, don't worry, because that also on top of the fact that gives it shine, give it harden, it glues it together. It's no commercial, I tell you, because I use it for a long time and I like it. Now we will call this side berry side and we call this leaf side. So now we start from berry side. Pick up two light green from the berry side, two light green. We're going to go under the thread between the second and the third bead, like so. We're going to go up through this green, down through this one. You see, we do this up and down because our first bead always gets wonky, and as soon as we do up through one, down through the other, up through one, like this, see, like so, I tell her where to go, and when I pull the thread, ta-da, bead goes sleep. Now pick up another light green, go under the next thread, like so, pick up light red, go under the next thread, pick up another light red, go under the next thread, Oppa. It went away, no problem, we came back, pick up another light red and go under the next thread, pick up one light green under the next thread, another light green, another light green, one dark green, one more dark green, oppa, again oppa, many oppa. I just pull it with my little finger, nothing bad is happening, just this one is a tricky one and it's just chuk. Pick up one light green, one more light green, and one more light green. And we finished one more row. And this is what you should have so far. Next up, turn your work. I need to fix my thread a bit. It's too long, it's okay. So now we're starting from the leaf side, not the berry side, leaf side. Pick up one light green and one dark green, and go under the thread between the second and the third, like so. Go up through the dark, like so, down through the light, like so, and up through the dark again. I keep moving my hand because I don't know where the center of the screen is. I mean, I start in the center and then the hand just goes. I wanted everything to be in the video. Pick up another dark green, like so. One light green, one dark green, one light red, one more light red, one more light red, one light green, one more light green, one light red, one more light red, and one more light red. And this is what we have so far. Turn your work. We're starting from the berry side. So we're starting from the berry side. Pick up two light red and go under the thread between the first and the second red. And go up through the second red. When we go under the thread between the first and the second, we don't have to go up, down, up. We only have to go up, down, up when we go under the thread between the second and the third. So if we go under this thread, we can go only through this. If we would go under this thread, we would have to go up, down, up. Next up, pick up a light red. And another light red. One light green. One light red. One more light red. Another light red. One dark red. One light green. Another light green. Another light green. So we have 4 light green in total. So this is 3 and 4th. And we finished one more row, so this is what we have so far. Turn your work. We're starting from the leaf side. Pick up 2 light green. So 1 and 2. Go under the thread between the first and the second green. So we go up through this second green only. Pick up another light green. And another light green. Sorry, I hit the phone this time. So just put 4 light green in total. Next up, pick up 1 light red. One dark red. Now we're gonna put 4 light red, so 1 light red, the second light red, third light red, pinky, pinky, and fourth light red. Now we have to add 1 dark red. and 3. Now we put 3 light red. So first light red, second light red, and the third we're going to go under the same thread as we did the second. So I have my third on, and I'm just going to go under the same thread as the second light red. Now what I do, I arrange the bead nicely, and I pull the thread a bit till I hear a click. And when I hear a click, I just go, it's a saddle click. So don't pull very, very hard. So this is what we have so far. Turn your work. We're going to start from the berry side. So we're starting from the berry side. Pick up 2 light red, so 1 and 2, and we're going to go under the thread between the second and the third bead. So second and the third. So we're going to go up through the second red, like so, down through the first. It's very shushy, very soft, that's why I harden it, and up through the second again. Pick up a dark red, like so, now pick up a light red, like so, light green, light red. So we're gonna put 4 light red here. So first light red, second light red, third light red, and fourth light red. Pick up 1 light green, and another light green, and we finished this row. So this is what we have so far. Next up, turn your work. We're starting from the leaf side. Now what I need to do, I need my needle to exit this bead. So what I'm going to do, without adding any beads, I'm just going to go with my needle through this one, this green down. I'm gonna go down, and I'm gonna go up through this red where I need to exit from, and I'm softly going to pull my thread so that it goes in that gap over there, so it's not very visible. If it's too visible, then just pull this thread, the bead a little bit to pop out, and then it's not gonna be visible. Okay, pick up 2 light red, so 1 and 2, and we're going to go, we count this red one as the first. Yes, this red one is the first bit, so we're going to go under the thread between the second and the third. So we're going to go under this thread between the second and the third red, like so. We're going to go up through this first thread. You see, bead is sitting up, we need to make it slip, so we're going to go down through the first and up through the second again, and when we pull, bead goes slip, and again pick up a light red and go through the under the next thread. Now pick up a light green, like so, and another light green, now pick up, we're gonna do here 3 light red, so first light red, second light red, and third light red. And our last bead is going to be one light green, and this is going to go under the same thread as the last light red, so under the same thread. So we're gonna put it into place, hear the tiny click, and then just go up through the green. And this is what we have so far. Next up, turn your work. We're gonna start from the berry side. Pick up two light green, so 1 and 2, and go under the thread between the second and the first, the second and the third, second and third, so between these two red, like so. Go up through the second, like so, down through the first, and up through the second again. Pick up another light green under the next thread, like so. Now pick up a dark green under the next. Now what happened here? Let's see. We don't pull. Okay. If you see something is wooshy, wobbly, don't pull. First, discover what's going on, what happened, if there's a knot, if there's a tangle, if there's something, and then you can pull, you know, because if you pull and there's a knot, it becomes knottier. And we don't like knotty knots. Pick up another light, a light green, and we go under this thread, like so, and another light green under this one. Next. Again, my pinky is very active tonight. So you see, now I have weird things going on. See, and I have a knot that I didn't even want. So I'm just going to better unravel all, like what's going on here. So my pinky made the knot. So we don't pull, we just unravel first, and then we pull and see what's going on, so we don't make things worse than they should be. Mistakes can happen, knots can happen, it's absolutely normal. Everybody makes knots. Okay, so this is the next row. So we're done with this row. We're going to turn our work. I was thinking about the knots. We turn our work, so we're working from theoretically the leaf side, but this is more of the interior now, so like leaf side, interior, however you want to call it. Pick up two light green, so 1 and 2, and we're going to go under the thread between the second and the third, like so. We're going to go up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again, like so. Now pick up one dark green, go under the next thread, and now we have to add 4 light green, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do it. So first light green, easy. Second light green, easy. The third light green we put in the same place as we did this one, so under the same thread, like so, making sure it sits properly. Now the last one we're going to add like a ladder stitch, so we're going to pick the light green, and we're going to go through this bead like as we did ladder. Thread goes up, we go down, like so. Now we're going to go with the needle through the added bead, like so, and because we actually want our needle to come up, not down, we're going to do this. We're going to go through this one, near it. We're going to go through this one, like so. Now we're going to go down through this green, like so. Then we're going to go through this green here, like so. Thread is coming from this, yes, from this. Now I'm going to go up through this one, down through this one, and I'm exactly where I need to be, up through this one. Ta-da! Okay, so now we're going to be picking up 2 light green, so 1 and 2, and we're going to go under the thread between the first and the second bead. It's gonna go a little bit harder because it's more thread there, but we're going to slowly push. I have a pihe here, like so, and we're going to just go up through this one, like so. Pick up another light green, so we're gonna have 4 light greens on this side. So this is the third. This also is gonna go a little bit harder because we have a lot of thread there, so we're just going to hold this part a little bit harder so we don't push the beads from the bottom. So we're going to hold them like so, and we're going to go up through the bead and pick up another light green, and this one is easy to put in its place, like so. Now we have to put 2 dark green, so 1, so first dark green, and the second dark green, like so. Next up we have 2 light green, so first light green, and the second light green under the same thread as we put the other one. We put it into place, pull the thread to hear the click, it didn't click, and now we go up through this one, and we are here. Next up, turn your work. Now I need my thread to come out of this bead, so what I'm going to do, I'm gonna go down through this one from which I need my thread to come out of. So we go down through this one, like so. Now I go down through this one, like so. I go up through this one, and then I go up through this one which I needed my thread to come out of, like so. So now we're working from the interior. Pick up 1 light green and 1 dark green, and we're going to go under the thread between these 2, so the second and the third. So this is the first, second and third, between these 2 dark green, like so. We're going to go up through the dark green, down through the light green, and up through the dark green again. And we need to have 3 dark greens. So this is first, we need to add 2 more. So this is second one, and this is the third one, like so. Now we need to put 2 light green, so first light green, and second light green, and we are here now. Turn your work, We're working from the berry side, outside berry side. Pick up 2 light green, so 1 and 2, and we're going to go under the thread between the first and the second bead, like so, and we're going to go up through this one, like so. Pick up another light green under the next thread, now we pick up 1 dark green, like so, and now we need to add 3 light green, so 1, 2, and the third in the same place as the second, under the same thread. Move it on the side, click it, and go up through it, like so. Now turn your work. We're working from the interior leaf side, and we need to start with, we're gonna put 3 light green first here, so pick up 2 light green, so 1 and 2. Always start with 2. Always start with 2 and go with 1. I say how many in total. So you have your 2 light green. We're going to go under the thread between the second and the third. We're going to go up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again, and we're going to pick another light green under the next thread, now pick up a dark green, like so, and now 2 light green, so 1, and 2. And this is where we are now. Turn your work. We're working from the berry side, from the exterior. Pick up 1 light green and 1 dark green, and we're going to go under the thread between the second and the third bead. Go up through the dark green, down through the light one, and up through the dark one. Like so. And now we have to put here 3 light green, so 1, 2, and 3. And this is what we have so far. Now we need to turn our work, and my needle has to come up through this one. So we're from the interior, from the leaf, from the interior to the exterior, and I need my needle to come out of this bead. So again, we go down through this bead that my needle needs to come out of, like so. I go down through this one under it, like so. I will go up through the one next to it. Oi, my thread is going wish. Did you guys see that? Ooh, that was wild. And now I go up through this one. It's not the best quality thread, but it works, like so. And now we need to put 3 light green here, so pick up 2 light green. We're going to go under the thread between interior, the second and the third, because this is the first one, like so. You're going to go up through this one, down through this one, and up through this one again. and again pick up a light green, and we're going to go through this one. Okay, turn your work, pick up 2 light green, go under the thread between the second and the third, like so, up through the second, down through the first, up through the second again, pick up 1 green, 1 light green, and what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go down 2 beads, like so. I made the knot. I'm gonna pull from this side here to unravel the knot, and now I'm gonna pull it. Then I'm going to go up through this one, pulling slowly because I don't want any more knots. I'll go up through this one, like so, and I'll go through this one bead that I added. What I want to do is the loop, so we're going to pick up 6 green, light green, so 1 2 3 4 5 6, and I'm gonna go, thread is coming from this side, I'm gonna go through the opposite side just to make a loop, like so. Now you need to go 2 or 3 times through this, because this is where the clasp is going to sit. So just go 2 or 3 times through all of these beads, like so. This is second, and I'll go 1 more time, like so. So I'm just going with my thread through these beads. Okay, now from here I need to come here. So from here I need to come here. So how I'm going to do this? I turn my work because it's easier for me to poke up. So my thread is coming from this one, so I'm just gonna go down through these 2, like so, again just to secure it into place, like so. Now I like to go on sides, so I want to reach this side. Now I'm gonna go through this one, like so, and I'm gonna go through these 4, like so. And now I'm just making my way towards the bottom. When I reach here, because I cannot go straight, I will just go up through this one, like so, and again I'm going to go through these 3. Why am I so wobbly? Watch me break my needle. We're going to go one at a time because something is poking it there and it doesn't want to let it go, like Elsa, like so. And now we go through the red ones and through these. Like if you feel there's something stopping, like not going very smoothly, don't insist, just go one at a time, because you don't know what's there and we don't want to risk breaking our beads, because otherwise we work for nothing here, wasting time to break beads, no good. And it's coming down where I need to come. Yes, so this is what we have. I'm gonna show you where we are. Yes, so now we need to do the bottom part. Now I'm going to hold it like this, yes, because I need to work like this. So this will be the top, but you know where the loop is the top, so we work the bottom part. The same is going to be berry side and leaf side. So we start from the berry side, like on the bottom side, but from the berry side. Yes, yes, very clear. Bottom side, berry side. You got it. You guys are smart. You got it. Pick up 2 light green, so 1 and 2, and we're going to go under the thread between the first and the second bead, like so, and we go up through the second bead like so, pick up another light green, and we go through the next one like so. Now a dark green, and we go through the next one. Now we have to put one light red, red. So we're on the berry, we're making the berry, so light red. Another light red. One dark red. One light red. Now I need my needle to come out of this bead. So what we're going to do, in order to come out of this one, we're going to have to go down through this. So I'm just gonna go down through this one, like so, down through this red one here, like so. Then I'm gonna go one more time down through this red one, and I'm gonna go up through these two green, because I told you at the beginning that we're going to do from this up and then we come down. We did this row, we do this. My explanation is this and that and this and that, but I got you guys. I show. We're gonna pull tight, pull strong, like so. Make sure we don't see any thread going in the bead, so we're going to pull the thread nicely. Now this row is going to be 7 light green, so we have to add on this row 7 light green. So pick up 2 light green. Now we consider this green the first one, so we're going to go under the thread between the second and the third. So we're going to go under this. It's going to be a little harder, it's more tight here, so we're going to have to put a little bit more force into this. We're going to go up through the second green, down through the first, and up through the second again, like so. And we need to add 5 more. So this is 2, now this is 3. We need 7 in total. Yes, 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and the last one in the same place as the 7th, as the 6th, sorry, the 7th in this under the same thread as the 6th, because we have 7 in total, like so. I show. Next up, I need my thread to come out of this bead here, so I'm just going to turn your work. So we're turning our work first, turning. So we go down through this bead and up through this one. That's it. Opa. I'm going to move it on this side. I made my thread came on this on all the way around, so I'm not going to pull the thread on that side. I'm just going to pull it towards here where it's easier, and I'm just going to do like that. So now we're going to have to put here 3 light green, so pick up 2 light green. We consider this one the first, so between the second and the third, like so, up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again. It's very soft, very bendy. That's why I like the Mod Podge, because it makes it hard. And now we go through the next one. And we did this side, we finished this sleeve. Next we need to exit this red one here. So from here, from this one, I need to reach here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go down through this green. I'm gonna go down through this green, down through this dark green, and I'm gonna go towards the side through this green here, making sure my thread is pulled so that we don't see any thread there. And I'm gonna go down through this green here, again making sure I pull the thread so we don't see thread in between the beads. And now I'm just going to go through these two red on the top, like so. Now we are working from the leaf side, so from the interior to the berry side, and we need to pick up two light red, so 1 and 2, and we're going to go under the thread between the second and the third. We consider this red the first, so like so. We're going to go up through this second red, down through the first, and up through the second again, like so, and pick up another light red, and we're going to go under this thread here, like so. And now we need to add one light green. Now we're going to put 3 dark green, so 1, 2, and 3, and 1 light green. This we put in the same space as we put the last dark green. And this is what we have so far. Next up, turn your work. We are working from the berry side, from the exterior. Pick up 2 light green, so 1 and 2, and go under the thread between the second and the third, like so. Go up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again. Now we're going to put 2 dark green, so 1, and 2, and now we need to add 3 light green, so pick up 1 light green, sorry, my hand keeps going away from focus, I try my best, 2 second light green. I need to check my phone more often to make sure that my hand doesn't move, and 3rd light green, like so. Next up, turn your work. So we're working from the interior, from the leaf side. Pick up 2 light green, 1 and 2, and go under the thread between the second and the third, like so. Go up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again, like so. Now pick up 1 dark green, one light green, one dark green, sorry, and now we have to put two light green, so one light green and the second light green in the same, under the same thread as we added the other one, like so. Next up, turn your work. We're working from the berry side. Pick up one light green, one dark green. Go under the thread between the second and the third bead. Up through the dark green. Down through the light green. And up through the dark green again. And now we need to add 3 more light green. So first light green, second light green, and third light green. Like so. Turn your work. So this is where we are so far. Turn your work. We're working from the leaf side, so from the interior, so to say, but it's the leaf side because we have berry and leaf. So from leaf, we're going to do this row full light green. So pick up 2 light green, go under the thread between the first and the second bead, up through the second green. Now pick up another light green through the next one, pick up another light green. So this row we have 6 light green. So now this is 4. We're almost done, 5, and 6 in the same space as the 5th. Oh, I heard the click, like so. Now we turn our work, and the last row of our mistletoe. Pick up 2 light green and go under the thread between the second and the third, up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again, and 1 more light green, and we go through this one. Now don't directly cut your thread, we need to secure our work. So after we did this, we need to work few beads up, few beads down to make sure it doesn't unravel. So I went this for here, I'm going to go 1 here. So you need to go up and down, you know, so that it doesn't unravel, so you're sure that your work doesn't get broken for just 3 seconds of doing this, because it's just chop 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 chop. So make sure everything is nicely and secure, and when you're like okay, now everything is perfectly secured, you can just cut the thread. And now we need to add the clasp. So how we do this, we hold the clasp like this, we hold on to this with the chuk chuk, we hold on to it, we twist it on a side like this, we put the circle in, and we twist it back like so, and we are done, guys. We are done, and we did the mistletoe. I changed this because I might have put a pause somewhere, and we are done with our beautiful mistletoes. I hope you guys understood. I don't know how to put the light right now so you see. Okay, this is good, this you can see good, this is too shiny now. So I hope you guys understood. I'm doing my best to explain. If you have questions about absolutely anything, if I know the answer, I will tell you. If I'm I'm no expert, I just want to show my patterns and I don't want to sell them. So if you have any questions about anything, about this pattern, about some other things, or just general techniques, please feel free to ask me. There is a post in the, I think on my channel, on the post you will see that I said that if you have any questions, just ask. Feel free to ask anything, any technique. If I can help, I will. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. It helps me very much. Watch my other videos. I've made more winter stuff. I think this is the 20th video of Christmas jewelry and winter jewelry, not just Christmas. So make sure you check those out as well. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and have fun beading. Bye bye.